If you've ever opened your laptop and it behaved like you just woke it up from a coma, yeah, that's usually a RAM problem. People hear 8GB, 16GB, DDR4, DDR5 and nod confidently like they understand it, but deep down they're asking the same question: what exactly does RAM do? So let's break it down the same way someone who actually uses their laptop every day would explain it. Forget the tech jargon for a moment. Imagine you're reading 3 textbooks, writing an assignment, playing music and chatting at the same time. The table you're working on is RAM. The bigger the table, the more things you can keep open without chaos. Your storage, SSD or HDD, is the bookshelf. Big, plenty of space, but slow to reach. RAM is not long-term memory, it's workspace. That's why shutting down your PC clears the RAM. All the things you kept on the table fall off the moment the power goes off. When your device feels smooth, it's because things you're working on are inside the RAM. When your device feels slow, it's because it keeps running back to the SSD or HDD like, hold on, let me fetch that file real quick. Oh wait, still loading. SSD is fast, HDD is slow, RAM is way faster than both. That's why even a device with a good processor can lag when RAM is low. The traffic is too much for the table. This is the part most videos skip, but it's literally what you see when shopping for phones or laptops. 1. DDR3, old, slower, uses more power. You only see this in old laptops. DDR4, still very common, fast enough for most things. Good balance of speed plus price. DDR5, the new guy. Faster data transfer, better gaming, editing, multitasking. The easiest way to understand DDR speed is DDR3 is a highway with few lanes. DDR4, more lanes. DDR5, same highway but lanes are wider and cars move faster. This is basically how quickly the RAM can move information across those lanes. Higher megahertz equals faster communication equals better multitasking, but the difference only becomes noticeable when you edit videos, you game, you run multiple apps. Your CPU actually supports the speed. A slow processor with fast RAM is like a fast waiter serving a lazy chef. The chef still slows everything down. Single channel, 1 stick of RAM, data moves in 1 lane. Dual channel, 2 sticks of RAM, data moves in 2 lanes at once. You get way better performance. Example, 8GB single channel is now equals to an 8GB plus 8GB dual channel. The second option feels noticeably smoother. If you ever upgrade, always go for dual channel. 4GB is equals to struggle. 8GB is okay for light use. 16GB is the ideal sweet spot. 32GB is heavy editing, gaming, 3D work. 64+GB, you probably know more than this script. If your laptop is slow even with a good RAM, the issue might be slow HDD, too many background apps, weak CPU, malware, Windows updates acting like they own you. RAM is not always the villain, it just gets blamed a lot. CPU is equals to the thinker, RAM is equals to short-term memory, SSD/HDD is long-term memory. The CPU constantly grabs data from the RAM constantly fetches data from the SSD fetches data from. If RAM is full, your computer starts using SSD as virtual RAM, and that's when the lag hits, especially if you're adding an HDD. If there's one thing RAM teaches you, is that speed is never one thing. It's a teamwork between RAM, CPU and storage.